Hey everybody, this is Chris. In this tutorial series, actually this tutorial video, we're going to go over creating the master page. But first, we need to correct a few mistakes that I made in the last video. The first one is up here in the edit method. This if as null, we have to tell it what is null, and I didn't do it, so we're going to check to see if task is null. And the second one is down here in destroy. We actually didn't tell it to do anything, we just told it to find a task. So this one will say task find by ID, then we're just going to delete it. So, and of course return does not need to be capitalized. And I do believe that's all the corrections I have to make right now. So let's go ahead and get going with this master page. Now if you're going to create a different master page for yourself, then you really don't have to watch this, or if you're not really interested in doing the Bootstrap 3 and CSS and HTML stuff, then it's probably going to be for you. But I'm going to go ahead and go into this views folder here and create a new folder and just call it layouts. So layouts, and inside this I'm going to create a new file. Go ahead and save it as master.blade.php, and I'm going to go ahead and start it here just to say use Emmet and hash out a boilerplate here real quick. And I'm not going to give it a title, I don't think. Nah, no title or anything. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set it and make it so it's responsive. So name equals viewport, because after all, Bootstrap 3 is mobile first, which is very convenient compared to the old Bootstrap, which really wasn't. I mean, you can make it responsive and everything like that, but this is actually mobile first. So device width, and that will give us some responsive function. And in my notes I have it set up to just use static what do you call it, static style sheets and stuff like that, but I'm just going to use the CDN versions here. So I'm going to go over here to Bootstrap CDN. I'm going to grab this, which is Bootstrap 3, copy that and put that in here, and then down here before the body tag I'm going to go ahead and pull in my JavaScript. So the first JavaScript we have to pull in before anything else is jQuery. So we're going to go down here and I'm just going to grab whatever looks nice. So I think it was Curse version 10 point. Well, it don't really matter. I'm just going to grab this and copy that. Go back in here and say HTML script, and I'm just going to throw this in here. And then of course we need bootstraps, so that goes second. And bootstraps is right here. Bootstrap CDN, copy that, paste that in. Okay. So now we're pretty much done with that. We could include the shiv and everything like that, but I don't think anybody viewing me really uses Internet Explorer, so we won't worry about that. So basically, we're just gonna create a top nav, fixed nav bar up top. So we're gonna say navbar dot navbar inverse, which a lot of stuff has stayed the same. So navbar inverse and navbar fixed top. That'll give us that class. Next we're going to have a div with a class of container, and we're going to have a div with a class of navbar header. So navbar header. Next we need some buttons, and this is just basic stuff in this button with a class of navbar toggle. So navbar toggle. I'm going to give it a few more attributes here. We're going to say type is button. Button data toggle is collapse equals collapse. And data target equals dot navbar collapse. Okay, now we're just going to say span the icon bar times 3. I'm going to go ahead and apply this button here. Actually, is going to create a hyperlink. Let's get rid of this. Going to say a dot navbar brand. Not going to give it a high route link. We're just going to say tasks. Outside that div, we're going to have another one with collapse, navbar collapse. So dot collapse dot navbar collapse. We're just going to throw in a quick hello link here. So just say, just so you can go back to tasks if you get lost. So UL with a class of nav and navbar. Nav dot nav bar nav looks like, and we're just going to have li, and we're just going to link to route. So this is one of the other cool things you can use when using RESTful resources. You can just say link to route and just give it the route. So route is going to be tasks.index. We need to put parentheses around that, or actually single quotes. So it's going to be tasks.index, and then the value is going to be tasks. Okay, so we're done with that. Next, we're going to just have a div with a class of row because we need a spacer, because Bootstrap 3 is weird sometimes. So dot row, and in there we have another div. We'll have a div with a column medium 12, so it's 12 columns. And in here we're going to give it a style of margin top. I'm just going to use some inline style in here. So in top, because if not, everything we have on the screen is going to show up underneath that nav bar for some reason. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. But next we're going to have another one with a class of row div. I'm going to say column medium 12, and inside that we're going to say at yield. We're going to yield the content. And that's all the master page. And we're going to get rid of this. Do we really need that? What is this here? We'll see if we need it or not. I don't think we do. Actually, let me go ahead and go to Google's code here. Google jQuery. I always like pulling their stuff. Let's go to jQuery and we'll just grab theirs just to make sure. So let's just go ahead and grab this and paste it in. So paste. Save that, and we're done with the master page. In the next tutorial we'll go ahead and grab this task.index blade.php, and we'll do that. So I'll see you then.